Hi. I'm excited because it's my Freedom 35 project videos that are starting to be published now. Yeah, and Freedom 35, what is that? So Freedom 35 project is a documentary I filmed about my attempts to become rich and retire before the age of 36. So I don't know, maybe you're familiar with the Trailer Park Boys, but they were the first one to coin the term Freedom 35. Why wait to be 55 years old to retire when you can retire at 35? So, Trailer Park Boys were like small town little criminals. They were trying to do the big dirty, I think, on that season. It's like stealing a bubble gum machine in the mall. Anyway, I didn't do that, but so how it started for me to get there is in 2005. I always had been interested in having financial freedom, especially like when I lived in Sudbury. I was so poor, like I was not even living paycheck to paycheck because my paychecks were gone before I was done living. So but when I was in Korea, the idea of, even though I was making some money and I had started having some disposable income, the idea of freedom was still there. I just didn't know where to start, what to do. But luckily, I think it was in the summer of 2005 or in the fall, some stranger, so I think it was spam, contacted me and with a concept that rang a bell to me. It was a company called Retire Quickly, a multi-level company. I didn't do much. I didn't have, maybe I made $200 at the most. I don't even remember. But what being part of that company for like 2-3 months really did for me was not in terms of money, but was in terms of education and opening my vision, so I started to think that I really could do something to change my financial situation and maybe even become a millionaire. But it's not until I got to January 2006 that I started the project. And at that time I had started listening to books like while I was driving, like Robert Kiyosaki, Napoleon Hill, Brian Tracy. So I just listened to those tapes a lot, and the idea came that if I did what they were saying to do, then I would probably get the results they were saying I would get. So I wanted to test it out, and that's how the idea of filming a documentary to prove or disprove these tapes through my experience and documented experience. So that's why I started January 1st, 2006 to film the Freedom 35 project. I was going to be 33, so I was 33 at that time. So that meant I had 3 years to completely change my life, and that's what you're gonna see on video, is everything that I've done to do my best to get to that financial freedom. So in that 3 years, so during that project, you will see, my my relationship with my wife, you'll see that it was not easy. It was really not easy. You will see my relationship with my friends, my failures, my growth, my relationship with my dad, because he was a big part of this, even though he was in Quebec City. There were long stretches where we would speak every day, like 2-3 hours on the phone. Anyway, I think you're gonna like it. Will I get rich? It's for you to find out. But regardless of the end result, it allowed me to be here today, and I don't regret a single thing. So sit down, like whatever, just enjoy.